Welcome, adventurers, to a world where magic sparkles in every corner and curiosity leads to the greatest quests. This is the tale of Whisker the Adventurer, a cat whose bravery is as boundless as his spirit. Let's dive into a story brimming with color, courage, and friendship. Our story begins in the cozy, sun-drenched town of Posberg, a place nestled among rolling green hills and whimsical winding streets. Here lives a cat unlike any other. His name is Whisker. He's not your ordinary, sleepy, sunbathing cat. Oh no. Whisker has the heart of a lion, the mind of a sage, and the spirit of a true explorer. Every morning as the sun paints the sky in shades of orange and pink, Whisker feels a familiar tug the call to adventure. Today is the day. You can see it in the flick of his tail and the gleam in his emerald eyes. He carefully adjusts his tiny, handcrafted backpack, filled with essentials for a grand journey. A miniature map, a small piece of cheese for emergencies, and a single shiny marble for good luck. With a confident stretch and a deep breath of the morning air, Whisker is ready. His mission to uncover the secrets of the world beyond the cobblestone streets of his hometown. With a graceful leap, his adventure starts. He bounds from one rooftop to another, a flash of ginger fur against the bright blue sky. The world is a blur of motion as he races across fences and darts through busy market squares. The townspeople just see a flash of movement, a playful gust of wind, but we know it's Whisker, already on his way. He slides under a slowly closing gate at the edge of town, a cheeky grin on his face. The mundane world is now behind him. The magical world lies ahead. His first destination is the Whispering Woods, an enchanted forest where the trees hum ancient tunes and the flowers glow with an inner light. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy, creating dancing patterns on the forest floor. Strange, wonderful creatures peek from behind oversized mushrooms. Whisker follows a tiny floating ball of light, a will-o'-the-wisp, that seems to beckon him deeper into the woods. He leaps over sparkling streams, dodges mischievous sprites that try to tangle his path, and listens to the secrets whispered by the leaves. Every step is filled with wonder, a sensory feast for a curious cat. The wisp leads him to a clearing, where a magnificent structure rises from the earth, the ancient ruins of Miothra. These crumbling stone walls, covered in ivy and glowing runes, have stood for centuries, holding secrets long forgotten. Whisker feels a thrum of energy in the air. This is a place of power, a place of challenge. At the center of the ruins is a large stone pedestal with a series of carved symbols. It's a puzzle, one that has stumped travelers for ages. But Whisker is no ordinary traveler. He observes the symbols closely, his sharp eyes noticing a pattern in the celestial carvings. A sun, a moon, a star. He remembers seeing a similar sequence on an old tapestry back in the town library. With careful, deliberate steps, he presses the symbols with his paws in the correct order. A low rumbling sound echoes through the ruins. The ground shakes, and for a moment, it seems like a trap has been sprung. But Whisker stands his ground. Instead of danger, a hidden passage grinds open, revealing a secret tunnel bathed in a soft, ethereal glow. Success! The tunnel is a slide, a twisting, turning shortcut through the heart of the ruins. Meow! He cries with delight as he zips down the smooth stone chute. He emerges into a cavern filled with shimmering crystals, but his celebration is cut short. As he steps into the chamber, he triggers a pressure plate. The exit begins to close, and an intricate series of playful traps activates. Swinging ropes, popping water balloons, and shifting floor tiles suddenly fill the path. This is a real test. With breathtaking agility, Whisker navigates the chaos. He swings on a dangling vine, hops across the shifting tiles like a dancer, and jumps just as a wall of friendly-looking but very wet sponges tries to block his way. In a final daring leap, he soars through the closing doorway, landing perfectly on the other side just as it seals shut. He takes a moment to catch his breath, his heart pounding with exhilaration. What a thrill! As he continues his journey, he finds he's not alone. He stumbles upon a group of animals huddled together, looking worried. There's a wise old owl with spectacles perched on his beak, a fast-talking squirrel with a satchel of nuts, and a gentle badger who seems to be the leader. They are trying to solve a riddle posed by a grumpy old river spirit who has blocked their path across the water. Whisker, ever the clever cat, listens to the riddle. I have cities but no houses. I have mountains but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I? The animals are stumped, but Whisker, with his love for maps, knows the answer instantly. He whispers it to the badger. A map? The badger proclaims the answer, and the river spirit, impressed, allows them to cross. The animals cheer for their new, brilliant friend. They share stories and snacks, and Whisker realizes that friendship is the most valuable treasure one can find on any adventure. With his new friends waving him goodbye, Whisker climbs to the highest peak overlooking the lands he has traversed. From this vantage point, he can see it all: the glowing whispering woods, the ancient ruins, and in the distance, the familiar rooftops of his home. The sun begins to set, casting a golden hue over the entire world. A sense of accomplishment and peace washes over him. He did it. He faced challenges, solved puzzles, and made new friends. He is a hero. The journey home is filled with quiet confidence. He walks with the new spring in his step, the tiny marble in his backpack clinking softly with each stride. The town of Possburg welcomes him back with its warm, gentle lights. He curls up in his favorite spot by the window, but he is changed. His eyes now hold the sparkle of distant, magical places. As he drifts off to sleep, he doesn't just dream of chasing mice. He dreams of glowing forests, ancient secrets, and the new friends he made. For Whisker knows this was just the first of many grand adventures. The world is a vast, wonderful place, and for a cat with a hero's heart, the adventure never truly ends. Thanks for joining Whisker on his incredible journey. If you loved this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss his next epic quest. Until then, keep exploring.